Hello, I'm Dr. Forrest here at Sedona Wellness Retreat, and this video is meant to show you how to get started on your wellness program when you arrive. Before you arrive here, our doctors thoroughly review your medical records and your medical history and put together a custom treatment program for your stay here. And then when you arrive, you're going to sit down with one of our innkeepers who's going to have you fill out some fun consent forms, and then we'll ask you to fill out this wellness program safety checklist. This just helps us to double check to make sure that none of the treatments that we've recommended as part of your plan are unsafe for you. We'll also ask you to fill out this supplies and supplement form, and this will let us be sure that we're not giving you any supplies or supplements that you've already brought with you. So shortly after you sit down with the innkeeper and fill out all of these fun forms, a doctor will come greet you and sit down with you for a brief medical intake, during which you'll receive a tote bag full of supplements and supplies along with your initial wellness plan. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to navigate your wellness plan and set up your supplements so you can get started on your program as quickly and as easily as possible. So here we have an example of a wellness plan, and yours should look very similar, if not pretty much identical to this one. You'll notice that your name is at the top here. If it doesn't say your name, you probably have somebody else's wellness plan, and you should let us know. It'll state your room, your diagnosis codes, you don't need to worry about those, any companions you brought with you. And I admit, at first glance, this plan may look overwhelmingly complicated, but I assure you it's actually very simple. This document essentially displays your schedule for the day, including the timing of meals, juices, activities, self-administered therapies, medications, and supplements. And this document was developed by the doctors here at Sedona Wellness Retreat after thoroughly reviewing your medical history. Please note that this wellness plan will likely change and gradually intensify over the course of your stay here. Reasons for changes will be explained to you along the way, and with each change you will receive an updated wellness plan. Now let's take a look at how this wellness plan is organized. You'll notice that there are 3 categories: a diet plan, therapies, and medications. And the diet plan, activities, therapies, supplements, medications, along with important notes and details for each, are listed in the left 2 columns here. The rest of the columns correspond to the times of day that these activities and therapies take place, starting with 7:45 a.m. and breakfast, and ending with bedtime. So let's explore each section of the wellness plan in a little bit more detail. At the top we have the diet program, and it lists meals and what time they're served each day. So breakfast is served at 7:45, lunch is served at noon, and dinner is served at 5 p.m. Below that it lists flaxseed oil. Flaxseed oil is the most important source of fat in the diet here, and it's served in the salad dressing with lunch and dinner. So be sure to eat all of that salad dressing. It's not listed here, but you might notice that on your lunch and dinner plate there's a lime wedge. It's a good idea to squeeze that lime wedge over all of your food because it helps the taste buds adjust to the fact that there's no added salt in the food. It turns out that the taste receptors for salty and sour are basically in the same place on the tongue. So when you stimulate those sour taste receptors, it makes you think that you're having a salty meal. Below the flaxseed oil, we see the juices section. Some people have up to 13 8-ounce juices per day on their program here, but most people start at just 5 to 10 juices per day. This will tell you how many juices you have, the size of each juice, what type of juice, and what time you get each. You'll notice here it says please add iodine and/or potassium as listed. Potassium helps support healing at the cellular level, and iodine helps support the thyroid gland. And these are added by you at the juice station to certain juices as listed here. Next we have the therapy section of your wellness plan, and at the top we have the activities schedule. There are several activities offered throughout each day here at Sedona Wellness Retreat. Some of them are lectures, some of them are videos, some of them are different types of healing sessions, and we encourage you to attend as many as you're comfortable doing. It says here to see the weekly calendar, so if you go up to the innkeeper's office, you can find one of these activity calendars there, and this will tell you all of the activities that are coming up for the week ahead. You can also look at the whiteboard in the great room, and that will tell you the activities coming up for that day. Below this, you see the coffee enemas section. Please note this number here. This will tell you how many coffee enemas that you should be doing each day. This is a little bit confusing because you see these other coffee enemas listed here, which makes it look like you're supposed to have 5 or 6 per day. These are just suggested times. So only do 2 coffee enemas each day if it says 2 coffee enemas daily. You may notice that your wellness plan also includes basic therapies such as castor oil pack and wet socks. We'll cover those later. When we go down to the exercise section, it's important to note that when we're doing this healing and detoxification program here, it's important not to overdo exercise. Light walking, light hiking, light biking, those are all fine, but it's best to emphasize rest while you're here. Below that we see mind, body, and spirit. Your doctor might prescribe breathing exercises and other types of mind-body exercises and put them on this list. Below that we have acupuncture and craniosacral therapy that can be scheduled with the innkeepers as needed, as well as counseling. IV therapies are listed below. IV therapy treatments are a great way to support the healing process, and your doctor will tell you which are most appropriate for you. And below that we see massage. You also schedule massages with the innkeepers here. We have wonderful massage therapists that will come right to your room and give you a massage there. But please inform the doctors before scheduling them. Finally, we have the medication section. Most items prescribed to you by the doctors here at Sedona Wellness Retreat are nutritional supplements that support the body through healing and detoxification. The majority of them are key components of the Gerson therapy, but there may be additional supplements listed here for extra support depending on your medical history and needs. At the bottom of the chart are supplements and medications that you listed in your medical history form that have been incorporated into your plan. Please note, if you have brought any supplements or medications with you that are not listed on your wellness plan and that you have been taking, it is very important that you fill out this medication and supplement list and submit this to the medical staff as soon as possible so that your wellness plan can be updated. Continue taking those medications and supplements that you've been taking, even if it's not listed on your wellness plan, unless you're told otherwise by your doctor. You've probably noticed by now that supplements are a very important part of the healing programs here at Sedona Wellness Retreat, and your personal wellness plan likely has many of them, so I'm going to show you a way to really simplify taking all of these supplements. After you arrive, you will receive this tote bag full of supplies and supplements along with your wellness plan. And one of your tasks on your first day here is to set up your supplement station when you get back to your room with all of this stuff. So in your room, designate a countertop, a surface, a desk, or something of that nature to be your supplement station during your stay here. And then, perhaps on your bed, you can just empty out this tote bag. Get all the stuff out of there. And what we'll do first is just separate the non-supplement items from the supplements. And so some of these things are for self-administered therapy. So we have pieces of the castor oil pack kit, as well as the wet sock kit and the coffee enema kit. So we're just going to move these to the side. And here we have all the supplements. So now that you've emptied your tote bag and separated everything, it's time to set up your supplement station. So what we're going to do is line up all of the medications and supplements listed in that section of your wellness plan as shown here. So we're going to go down the list. First we see niacin. Niacin dilates our small blood vessels and thereby improves circulation and increases detoxification. I'm going to put that right there. Next is betaine HCl. This is a stomach acid replacement, which helps your digestive process while you're here. Next, we have pancreatin. These are digestive enzymes which make sure that you fully digest and absorb all of the nutrients in the food here. Next, we have wobenzyme. This is what we call a systemic enzyme. You take this in between meals and it helps prevent gas and bloating, and it does other things for you like reduce inflammation. Next, we have liver caps. This is an excellent source of vitamins and minerals and other things that nourish your liver. Then we have CoQ10. CoQ10 is a very powerful antioxidant. Then we have selenium. Selenium is a very important trace mineral. It's important for the production of thyroid hormone as well as glutathione in the liver, which we will talk more about later. And then on my plan here, one of the things that I brought with me is magnesium. So I'm going to put that at the end here. So now everything's lined up on my supplement station. And I noticed that there are a couple things here that aren't listed on my wellness plan. These are potassium and iodine. And we've provided these to you so that you can use them when you get home. This is the same potassium used in the potassium compound that is on the juice station, and this is the same iodine that we add to the juices. So set these aside and take them home with you so you can continue your program at home. Now you may be wondering what all of these pill vials are for. And this is to greatly simplify setting up, organizing, and taking your supplements each day. So there is a pill vial in here for each of the time columns on your wellness plan. So there's one for 7:45, there's one for 9 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock, and so on. So I'm going to line these up in front of the supplements on my supplement station. Once you've organized all the pill vials in chronological order like I have here, your supplement station is complete, and you can leave it like this for the duration of your stay. Tonight, before you go to bed, you're going to go down the medication list on your wellness plan, and you're going to distribute the supplements you'll be taking the next day into the designated pill vials. This is something you'll do every night before bed, so that the next day you can just grab and go. You don't have to worry about which supplements you need to take when. At 7:45, you'll just take the supplements in the 7:45 pill vial, and so on throughout the day. So let's practice one. So we see at the top of the list there we have niacin. And we see that niacin is taken once at 7:45, once at 10, once at 12, once at 5, once at 6, and once at 7. So we're going to put one niacin pill in each of those vials. So one goes into the 7:45, one goes into the 10, one goes into the 12, (5 p.m.), 6 p.m., and 7 p.m. And I'll replace the cap on the niacin, and I'll place it back in the line here and go down to the next, which is betaine HCl. And we'll note that 2 of these go into the 12 o'clock vial, and 2 of them go into the 5 o'clock vial. And so I'll put those in those vials, and then I'll continue to go down the line until I've distributed all of the supplements for the next day. And then you're done, and you can go to bed and have a good night's sleep, and then all of your supplements will be easy to take the next day. And if you're curious what the purpose of each of these supplements is, in your healing plan, we've created this document, the Gerson Supplements and Therapies, Their Functions and Purposes in Healing. So I encourage you to read through this. This will tell you the rationale and the beneficial healing properties of most of the items that you may find on your wellness plan. And certainly if you have any questions or concerns about any of them, please let the medical staff know. We'd be happy to explain it all to you. This is a demanding healing program, and there's a lot to keep track of. It's worth it, though, because it works. We are here to support you through this process, and right now it may feel a bit overwhelming, but we promise you'll get the hang of it. Just be patient with yourself and ask for help when you need it. The day after you arrive, you'll have another meeting with your doctor to answer any questions and to tie up any loose ends. Each day the medical staff will check in with you in the morning and in the evening to see how you're doing with your program, to answer any questions, and to make any necessary changes to your wellness plan. Thank you for your attention, and we look forward to supporting you through your healing journey here at Sedona Wellness Retreat.